Good morning. Appreciate you guys' time this morning and just want to talk a little bit about App State wrestling this morning. Coming off another exciting weekend where we defeated the Citadel 44-0. And, there was some pretty good highlights in that match. We had our 165-pounder Will Formato, who just had a phenomenal performance. Ended up gutting out a tough overtime victory over a nationally ranked opponent, and that was his third nationally ranked win of the year. So, can't say enough great things about him. But overall as a team performance, I was just really proud of the way our guys competed. I mean, it was a consistent performance up and down the lineup, and we had 2 or 3 matches where we felt like if we weren't ready to go, that we could have some tough matches. And just proud of our guys doing a great job getting up and consistent in their preparation as we've talked about all year. I think that the one thing I'm excited about with this team, and obviously I think I've spoken a lot about the culture of this team, but just how much we're improving each and every time we compete. I think that this team is hungry. We're excited about the opportunities that lie ahead of us. Another great opportunity coming up for us on Thursday night, and I've seen this team grow tremendously, since October, at the beginning of the season. It's just amazing how much this team has grown. I think that speaks a lot to, our staff, our assistant coaches, Coach Rosa, Coach LeBlanc, Coach Diabe. They've been doing a great job, getting the guys prepared. And just, saying a lot about our captains as well. We've had a lot of great performances this season, and our team just seems to really grow and mature with each and every contest. And so I think that's a testament to the kind of leadership we have on the team. Can't say enough great things about these guys and just how they're preparing and how they're representing this university. And so, excited. We're going to go back to the practice room today. There's a couple of things, from the match on Saturday that we're going to try to correct and fix, and just like every other week, try to go back and take the positives that we learned from Saturday, but also, look at some things we can build upon, maybe some things we can do better, and hopefully you're going to see the best version of our team that you've seen all year this Thursday night at Campbell. So, I guess without anything else, I'll open up for some questions.
Coach, maybe in wrestling it's not that hard, or maybe it is, if you get a lot of bonus points to start a duel for the guys that are maybe farther down the lineup, if the score is 20-0, 24-0. Is it easy for guys to stay focused in that setting, or what are the challenges you face as a coaches in that kind of deal?
Well, to answer your question, yes, it is difficult to stay focused. I mean, especially when the team aspect is kind of out of question and it's no longer, in question that you can win the dual match. It's a real challenge for the guys that still have to wrestle to make sure that they get up for their matches, because maybe the crowd's not as excited at that point when it's no longer a tight team match and things like that. And so they've got to do a good job of just kind of blocking everything out, controlling what they can control, and making sure they're consistent in their preparation and the energy they bring to each match. And I think that's really what our guys did a great job of. Obviously on Saturday, we had some things that we had to kind of deal with that were a little bit out of the ordinary. Our warm-up time, for instance, was a little bit different than it normally is. Our locker room situation, we weren't actually even able to get into a locker room until after weigh-ins. And so managing some things like that were a little bit out of the ordinary, I think it was probably good for our guys, to kind of deal with a little bit of adversity and then those challenges and still being able to be consistent in their performance. I was proud of the way our guys responded. And so, yeah, I think it's tough, but I think our guys are doing a good job of being consistent in their preparation, and each and every match, doesn't matter who it is, trying to prepare the same each time.
You also had some guys unattached compete at the Newberry Open. I think 3 titles, nine places. Can you just kind of comment on those performances and just in general some of these younger guys, the experience they are able to get in some of these open tournaments or invitationals?
Yeah, really excited for our guys that wrestled at the Newberry Open yesterday, and they were kind of a little bit overshadowed by the Citadel match on the weekend with us shutting them out. But we had 12 placers total at the Newberry Open yesterday, 3 champs. I think we had 6 in the finals, and so a lot of those are our red shirts or our backups, and I think that that shows the depth that we're building and the development that we're doing behind the scenes, that maybe a lot of guys that aren't getting a chance right now to shine in our lineup are growing and improving. So when they get their opportunity, they're going to be ready. So I'm really excited about that. I thought the guys that went down there did a great job, and looking forward to adding some of those guys to our lineup.
The state of your team heading into this week with a big duel, just kind of what can you share about what you've seen out of your group leading up to Thursday's match?
I think we're excited. Obviously we know what's at stake, but it's for us, it's no different than any other match. I'm very confident in our guys. When they go out and compete the way they're capable of competing and prepare the way they're capable, the good things are going to happen, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't change no matter who the opponent is. We talk about all year that there are no, matches that are bigger than others or maybe smaller than others. We're trying to, make sure that our guys understand that, you prepare the same each and every time, no matter who the opponent is. And, obviously they know that it's, the two first place teams in the conference, and I'm sure they know it's going to be against a ranked opponent. But, for us, it's just about being our best, and I think if we're our best on Thursday night, I think, I like our chances. So.
Anything else, I guess, when you guys get to take road trips together, you've talked about kind of the chemistry of this group. And what's it like being on the road with them together this year?
It's been awesome. On Saturday evening, we stayed in Charleston Saturday night because we had a late duel, and we didn't get out of the locker room till almost 8 o'clock. Really didn't want to travel late at night and get our guys back, and lose a lot of sleep going into this week. So we decided to stay the night, and we had a meal catered at the hotel. And, it was just good just getting to hang out with the guys, to be able to enjoy a good win, and the guys kind of giving each other a hard time, and, just being around each other. This group spends a lot of time with each other on and off the mat, and, I think that's part of that culture that I've talked about, and, how it's growing. And I also think that's why we're continuing to get better. It's a young team when you look at it from top to bottom. The majority of our lineup's freshmen and sophomores. But I also think that they still have a lot of room to grow. We've got a lot of things we can do better, and a lot of guys that are going to keep getting better as long as that mentality and that attitude stays the same. Really excited for kind of where this team's going.